right, then I'm going to be showing you the exact way how to actually create lower thirds using your smartphone to actually do that. Just like you can see now, that's the exact thing that we are going to be creating right here using the VN Video Editor app using your smartphone. Even if you don't have a laptop, you can actually use this one to actually create something reasonable, just like you can see now. So the very first thing you need to do is to quickly launch the app like this. Then you now create a new project, just like uh we have been doing. Then for the purpose of illustration, I'm just going to be importing a particular video of my choice right from here. Okay, so for this, we're going to be importing this farm video right here. Okay, now the video file has actually been successfully imported, just like we normally used to do it. Then after that, you now quickly click on this uh you scroll through this down line like this, where you can see a whole lot of stuff right here. You scroll, you continue to scroll until when you click on this uh PIP track here, you see elements, you see photos, titles. Then you now click on the elements. Now when you click on the elements, it will take you to this page. Then you scroll down and select this shape. Let's select this, and then after selecting it, you now adjust carefully like this. You adjust, bring it down, you adjust it to this other end, and then okay, that's actually been adjusted. You lift it up a little bit from the downside, then you adjust, you shrink to enable it to look a little bit tiny. Okay, can you see now? You adjust, then you see bring it down to this line like this. Now for the purpose of this one, we're not going to be leaving it as white. After adjusting it to this level, you still have to change the color to beautify the whole stuff. Since we are doing something on a green background, or let's say on a green kind of location, what we are supposed to do right here is to make sure we manage the colors to come in place to enable it match the exact frame. Then I'll now simply extend this to the end instead of clicking to extend. Can you see now? Then after this step, you now come to this T, where you can see T here, and click on it, and then you select this title here, the first one. It will take you to this page, and you now add heading. Let's type something quickly. Let's say this farm is not for sale, take note. Then now adjust the size. If you still want to add something else, then you still have to click here and then add call plus 234 9032655804. If you see anyone trying to sell this farm land, then you now adjust the size to enable it fit into the screen somehow. Then you now bring it down to that particular place you added the background. Then you now come to this color here, you click on it and change the color to, let's say, green. Since there is green here, let's say green. You change it to this green. Now can you see it's looking more way professional than expected now. Then you now adjust it to the middle of that white background we added. Then you now take it off the frame completely, just like you can see now. You take it off, you watch it, you take it off the frame gently like this. If this one becomes more stressful somehow to you, you can decide to use this position to nudge it. You nudge to the end like this gently with ease. Can you see? Okay, once it gets off the frame, now is to enable you to scroll. Then you now click on this keyframe here, and then you begin to bring it in. Can you see now? You hold this notch left to bring it out. So once it gets to this point like this, can you see? You can decide to manually drag it to this side. You drag, No, once you add the keyframe, that is when you start your dragging. You add the keyframe, you pull the head to this side a little bit, then you drag. Can you see? You come to this side, you still continue to drag. You drag gently so it doesn't go off frame. You come to this side, still drag again. You drag until it gets off the frame. Now, let's play back and see what you have actually got. Now, this one seems more faster. Then you now adjust it to this side. You extend to the end and then you adjust the keyframe like this. Can you see? You adjust the keyframe by clicking on it and pulling it forward. Let's still play again. Can you see? Can you see how it's going? So this is just how simple it is to actually create something like this. Subsequently, I'm still going to be unveiling more practical steps and other means of how to actually get a whole lot of things done using this very app to create awesome contents. Stay connected for more.